Hello, hello. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Sunday. How are all of you guys? I hope you're doing well. I have these little bits on my sweater that I didn't notice until just now. Right here. Everything's backwards, so I'm just trying to figure out how it works. I should have waited to press the go live button until I've got this situated. But anyway, hi, everybody. Welcome in. Hello, if you're in the audience. Hello, if you're watching as a replay warrior from the bushes, from the forest. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Yep. This wonderful camera picks up literally every single thing. Are we good? All the spots off? I have no idea where all this came from. Look at this. Isn't this insane? Are all the spots off? My goodness gracious. Perfect timing, right? To be like sorting out the sweater while we're going live. It's fine. Anyway, thank you all for being here. I appreciate all of you guys. Hi, Dawn. Welcome in. I just came down from the treehouse because I was checking on dinner. Love that. Hello, Danette. Welcome in. Hi, Andrew. Thank you so much for gifting a membership. And let's see who got that membership. Congrats to Tina Thomason for that gifted membership. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in and all the things. So I have a bunch of yarn to show you guys, but I wanted to put it out there to you at the top of the hour that I have some yarn that I would like to do as a replay giveaway to help me clear out some yarn from the next room. So I've showcased some yarn recently. I went through those boxes of yarn and I procured like an additional, I did a box for a replay, but I have two different ones. So I'll explain to you guys what that is in just a minute. I also pulled a box from Stash that I want to go through and I want to try and figure out what to do with it. So if you don't know this already, maybe you do, maybe you don't, I'm not sure. I'm actually organizing my stash. I'm sorting through things. I'm trying to figure out what to do with my yarn stash. So I have this box here that I want to go through with you guys. I believe it's my higher end yarn. I want to go through it and kind of figure out like a process on what to do with it. So I have that box. I have the share yarn. I've got my coffee. Hopefully you guys have something decent to drink. We're going to be talking about a bunch of yarny things today. Love that for us. So again, stay tuned for the replay treats for today. So I'll just tell you guys right now, there is a package of yarn for the viewership. And there's a second package here for the members, and I'm doing it all in one video. So whether you're a member or not, there is a treat that falls in line for all of you guys. So before I show anything, I do want to put it out there that all of my giveaways are subscriber appreciation giveaways. So I kindly put it out there each and every time that you have to be publicly subscribed to my channel in order to qualify for anything I give away here. It's just to ensure that the support is reciprocated. So there is that. Let me go ahead and take a sip of this coffee. Fresh pot of coffee. Nothing better than a fresh pot. Hi, Rini. Thank you so much for being a member for 7 months. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Rosa. Welcome in. Hugs all the way from Puerto Rico. Love that. Hi, Colleen. So good. I see a lot of wonderful familiar names. Thank you so much for returning. I appreciate that. We also see a bunch of new names. So I wanted to let you guys all know that with the channel growth, we have a lot of new viewership. And so each and every one of you guys are appreciated here. So thank you so much for tuning in to take part in all of the yarny shenanigans that we go through on Sundays. So Dora is asking, how do I know if I'm publicly subscribed? I hit the subscribe button and the notification button for all. So that's the first step. Perfect. From there, you want to actually go to your settings. And in your settings, you want to make sure that your subscriptions are set to public. And then that literally puts you in play for anything I give away on the channel. Okay. Hi, Aaron. Thank you so much for your gifted membership. We've got a gifted membership from Aaron, and congrats to Juiz 17730 for the gifted membership. Thank you so much. Hello, Cecilia. Welcome in. And Amanda, hello to you. Okay, so as promised, I told you guys that I was going to take my hat pattern and crochet, actually my beanie pattern, and crochet a hat pattern. And so I have it here, but before I show you my hat, I just want to show you guys this hat again. This is a brand new tutorial that I have on my channel. If you're interested in making it, here it is. This is the finished project here. It features the 3-point and the 5-point marguerite stitch, otherwise known as the star stitch. So you've got bands of 3-point star stitches and bands of 5-point star stitches. And then what really caps this all off is the crown. It's a gorgeous crown there. It's giving me like, I don't know, like a starburst. It could be like a flower pattern. It could be interpreted in many, many different ways. And so for me, that's the highlight of the project. And then, of course, you've got these wonderful stitches here. So if you repeat the pattern twice, it's a 6-round repeat. If you repeat it twice and then put finishing rounds on this, you're done. Lee says the crown is like a poinsettia. I can see that. I totally can. I have a huge dome. And I crocheted loose with a 6mm hook. And yeah, when I had hair, I mentioned this before, when I had hair, I didn't mind the beanie so much. But now that I don't have hair, I feel like maybe my head grew or something. I don't know what it is, but now I've become very self-conscious about beanies. And so I lean more towards hats. Although, I really love making beanies. They're so much fun to make. And they don't take a long time. You feel like you've accomplished something, you know? Kendall, hi, how are you? Huge hugs. I miss seeing your face in Zoom. Happy to see you here. Thank you for the gifted membership, and congrats to Mary for the gifted membership from Kendall. So nice. It was very thoughtful of you. So anyway, here it is. Beautiful stitches, all the things. And let me show you the hat version, which I think turned out spectacular. Okay. I mean, are you serious right now? Look at how wonderful this looks on me. Oh, I love the way this looks. It's just so nice. Off to the bushes to eat dinner. Thank you so much for being here, Chris. I appreciate you. Thank you, Pen. I appreciate it. Kendall says, Juan, you're so modest. Well, listen, somebody has to be modest these days. Anyway, I think it looks absolutely stunning, amazing, all the things. My only hang up with this is I try to make sure that the stitches like line up with the brim. If you know what I mean, like when you go to fold it over, you want to make sure that it lines up appropriately. And so that's kind of my hang up with this. Just trying to make sure that it lines up. Okay, that looks so good. Thank you so much, Bonnie. I appreciate it. In my very humble opinion, it looks better than a beanie. Just saying. I do have one in multiple colors. I didn't sew in my ends still. I told myself I was going to. You know what I'm not used to? The mirror image of the camera. So left is right, right is left. That whole thing. But anyway, very nice. Very nice. I'm going to put this back on. And the thing I like about the way I do mine is I like a wide brim. You know, some hats have like a thin brim. No, no, no. I like my brim nice and thick. I like it that way because it covers the whole forehead. Like the whole process of having a brim in the first place, guys, is to cover your forehead, to cover your ears, and to cover the back of your neck. Like it's very utilitarian, you know, just make sure that like it's covering all the things. So that's why I do a wide brim. Someone actually asked me that, like, why are your brims so wide? That's the reason. We're making it to keep us warm, right? Why only keep half of your forehead warm or half of your ear? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Cover your whole ear. Otherwise, wear a beanie. Oh, anyway, it defeats the purpose, right? Like, you're making a brim hat, but you're only, it makes no sense. Anyway, thank you so much. Oh, by the way, um, there is a tutorial out there, I believe, or a pattern or tutorial. I'm not sure. That's a Stargazer beanie. It's my old one. My new one here is a Star Quest. So this is a Star Quest beanie pattern tutorial, but I give you guys the recipe in the tutorial and in the recipe in the notes. I tell you guys exactly what you need to do to make a hat version of this if you're interested. Okay. Anyway, let's move on. Good evening. Good evening. All right. So, as I mentioned, I have a replay treat for the members. So, if your name is in green, then you are one of the members of the channel. I also have a treat for those who are not in green. So, I'll show you the treat for those, well, actually, for anyone. Anyone and everyone, specifically for those who are just subscribers to the channel. You don't have to be a member to participate. You just have to be a subscriber. And it's absolutely free to subscribe, guys. So this whole treat that was donated to the channel, I showcased this the other day. It has a bunch of wonderful cotton yarns and things. And it also has some acrylic. It's got some Burnett Handicrafter. This whole entire bag is for the channel. So if you're interested in anything that I'm about to show you in this bag, then all I need you to do is to come back to the replay, not during the live, but during the replay. And I want you to use the word share. And all I need you to do is to tell me which yarn was your favorite, but make sure you use the word share. Okay. So all of this will go out as one package. And I'm looking for, when I go to draw the name, I'm looking for the word share. Okay. So I've shown you this, so I'm going to be very quick about it. So just in case you missed it, this is 2 skeins of woolies. Hi, Dawn Aaron. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. And I sure will give Mom hugs. I appreciate you. So 2 skeins of woolies, medium 4-weight yarn, guys. I've got 4 skeins of acrylic DK weight yarn in navy blue, 50-gram skeins here. Okay. We're flying through this because I've got a lot of yarn here to show you. Actually, there's 5 of those. Ow, it burns. It burns. So we've got 6 skeins of Trubu from Lion Brand. 6 skeins. And is this powder blink? It's light rose, pale rose. I'm so glad it's covered and I don't have to touch it. I've got 3 skeins of white and 3 skeins of cream. You can kind of see the difference there. It's called Botanic 100% Tencel Lyocell. So that is going to be for you guys. I've got singles, 1 of a cream and 1 of white. And then we've got some of the same thing but different colors here. Those 2, 2, and 2. And last but not least, we've got 3 skeins of Burnett Handicraft. There's 100% cotton. So if that's your thing, The word is share. And again, this particular treat is for literally anyone who is subscribed to the channel. So whether you're a member or not a member, you're eligible for this. Literally tell me which yarn was your favorite. Okay, I know I went quick, but that's okay. That's what the replay is for. So rewind and replay so you can catch that. Okay, so I'm looking very much forward to giving this to a lucky winner. And I just want to put it out there, a huge thank you to Deb and to anyone who's ever contributed or donated yarn to the channel for me to be able to give away. So a huge thank you to all of you guys. It's usually the same group of people who donate yarn to the channel, but if I haven't ever mentioned your name, this is a huge thank you to you as well. The next box here, I'm literally reusing this box. It's got my Juan the Yarn Addict on here. Just fold that down. This here is for the members, and if you're wondering why I'm doing it now, it's literally because when I use the random comment picker, it won't allow me to draw names from like a private members only live. I can only do it from a public live. So this is why I'm doing it like this. So if you're a member of my channel, this box is for you. And all I need you to do is type in the word member and tell me which yarn was your favorite. So this box is for you guys. Again, thank you, Deb. This is going to be for the members. So here we have an 8-pack of ice yarns. This here is called Viscose Premium Fuchsia. 8-pack. Next, we have 2 skeins of Yarn Bee. Yarn Bee Katarina Emerald Blue. It's 3.5 ounces, 295 yards. And this is what the specs look like on the back. It's 90% acrylic, 10% nylon. It is hand washable. It's hand wash, lay flat to dry, I believe. It's a DK weight yarn. And although you can't see it right there, it's saying that it is a 5mm US letter H crochet hook. Okay. Next, we have 4 donuts of Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek DK. This is low pill fiber. So there's 4 of these. It's a DK weight yarn. Obviously, that's what it's in the name. The color name is called Cloud Control. And let's see here. How many yards? 478 yards per donut. So 4 of those. And then these 2 skeins here. This is Brava worsted weight. Brava worsted weight. It's 218 yards, 100 grams. And the colorway here is called Seashell. 2 of those. And then we have 4 donuts of K&C yarn. This is from like Joann's when they were open. It's called Bliss. It's Bliss yarn. It's 53% cotton, 34% anti-pilling acrylic, and 13% polyamide. You've got 195 yards per donut. So 4 of those. And then last but not least, we've got these. So Karen Latte Cakes. And the colorway name here is called Strawberry Flambe. That's the color there. Strawberry Flambe. It's very hairy yarn. Hairy yarn. And you're getting 4 of those to one lucky winner. 4 of those. And so that is the members box. So again, if you're a member of the channel, the keyword is member. And I need you to tell me what yarn was your favorite yarn that you saw here. And I'm going to be using the random comment picker tomorrow. I'm going to draw names tomorrow because tomorrow is Monday and I want to get this out in the mail. I have a few other packages that I need to mail out still, so I want to do it in all one fell swoop. And this is going to help get it out there. I'm just repacking the box nice and neat. And it's done. And this is exactly how you guys are going to get it. Actually, you know what else I'm going to put in here? I'm going to put in my little purple pouch with all the goodies and the treats. So, oh wait, the post office is closed tomorrow? Okay, well then I'll go Tuesday. Thank you, though. I appreciate you guys telling me that. I would have went and not even realized. So again, use the word member for the members box and share for everyone else. And I just want to encourage the fact that, like, and highlight that you don't have to be a member of my channel to participate in my giveaways. I try to be as inclusive as possible. I only ask that you're publicly subscribed to the channel so that when I do my checks, it says public subscriber. And that way I know that you support the channel and you're not just a flyby kind of person only here for the treats and taking the treats out of the hands of people who actually support the channel. I find that to be a little frustrating. So to alleviate all of us from that, just be a public subscriber. So that way these treats go to the hands of the people who participate. Okay? So yeah, very excited about that, guys. Thank you for allowing me to share this yarn with you guys. And once again, thank you to those who donate yarn to the channel. And if you're ever considering on sending share yarn to the channel, please reach out to me first so that I can allocate space for that share yarn and not mix it with my stash. I keep all of this separate from everything else so that when I show it on the channel, I know exactly where it is and I know where it's going. Okay. So, yes, members are already public subscribers. No, we have a lot of members who are not publicly subscribed. So you also have to make sure that you're publicly subscribed as well. Yeah. So always just go in there as a good rule of thumb and make sure that your button is clicked over to public subscriptions turned on. Okay. Hi, Robin. Welcome in. I love seeing you come in here from so far away. I love it. Thank you for being here. So I guess from here, I have a box of yarn here that I have from Stash that I wanted to share with you guys. I thought about doing like a separate little tutorial to show you guys how to turn your public subscribers, like set it to public. But I realized there's already little tutorials out there. So in the search box at the top, all you have to do is type, how do I set my subscription to public? And there are people out there, podcasters, YouTubers, not necessarily in the Yarny community, but in general on YouTube, that will actually walk you through everything step by step. Okay. So just type the question in the box and the appropriate videos will come right up. I promise. All right. Jerry says, I'm watching from the snowbank. It's so cold here. I'm so sorry that you're freezing up there. It's the one part of living in the north that I dislike. It's just when that vortex hits, it really comes through. So good. I think I showed this to you guys. I'm not sure, but I want to show it again just in case. As a matter of fact, now that I'm touching it, I know I've shown it to you. I want to make a cronut hat with this. And I've considered doing a tutorial for this, but I don't know if I want to use this yarn. I'm going to do this again, this cronut hat. I'm going to just make it up behind the scenes. Meanwhile, what I'd like to do is consider what yarns would look really nice under a camera view for this cronut tutorial, because it's half crochet, half knit. And I know while not everyone is a bistitchual, I know that we've got plenty of knitters who watch the channel who also know how to crochet. It may not be their forte, but I'm sure they can pick up single crochet stitches. So anyway, I've got these 4. I'm going to do like a garter stitch scarf, and then I'm going to do a cronut hat. I think this would be perfect because it's got like all the colors, but then it's got that dark charcoal gray, which looks really, really great. I picked this up at Walmart, guys. And you know what? Something else that I want to share with you guys. Please help me understand why this yarn is so expensive at Michael's. It's so expensive. Patsy, thank you so much for that. Little help with postage, huge hugs. Let me go ahead and click that. Thank you so much for the postage help. Yeah. I lost my train of thought, but you guys got to know what I mean. So anyway, stay tuned for this. I'm very excited about it. Hi, Becca. Welcome in. I'm so happy to see some wonderful faces here today. So nice. Hi, Amanda. Welcome in. All right. So I've got this. Oh, by the way, I'm literally all over the place, guys. So the yarn that I picked up the other day from Ollie's, who remembers this? I showcased this. So I have it on the hook. And I came up with another very simple, fast, fun, and easy design. Not Fifi. It's faster than a Fifi. Fifi is a 6-round repeat. I did a 4-round repeat. I've got a 4-round repeat going. And I don't know if it's going to be anything. I'm going to keep going with this yarn. If it's something that you guys want me to do a quick little tutorial on, in case you're interested, it's just this. So I'm using, it's 4 rounds, double crochet, and then I'm doing post work on the round 2, windows round 3, and double crochet on round 4. So that when you go back around, you've got 2 bands, 2 rounds of double crochet stitches, and then post, and then windows, post, you know what I mean? So anyway, I'm going to keep going with this yarn. If you feel like perhaps you're wanting to see a tutorial, just sound off and let me know. I'll do it. I'll try to keep it short and sweet and to the point, you know? But yeah, this is my first time working with this yarn. And I thought to myself, well, if I'm going to work something up, I might as well just create something off the, off the cuff. So how is the Ollie's yarn that you got? I actually really enjoy this yarn. Some super bulky 6-weight yarns are very feisty to work with. This is actually not bad. It's squish. It's soft. You could actually get away with using a smaller hook. I wouldn't go any smaller than a 6.5. So let me ask you guys, how many of you guys would like to see a little quick tutorial on this? Maybe this isn't the best yarn to showcase this for the first time, but yeah, there we go. We've got double crochets and post stitches, and then windows, and then double crochets. Yes, okay. We can do it. And you know what? Even if, I could also do it in a rectangle too. We'll see. We'll see. But if there's enough interest, I'll definitely do it. I know a lot of our viewership here loves very Fifi type patterns, fast, easy, fun. I love that for us. So the other thing that I wanted to include in this, guys, is that this here is luck of the draw friendly. So for those of you guys who are participating in the luck of the draw, I know she recently released number 14, Trisha Mama Swift. So if you're interested in doing something like that, this would be great for that. It's 4 rounds. So one week, one color kind of a thing. So I'm using super bulky number 6. So obviously it's larger than 4 inches. But if you use like a worsted weight number 4, maybe. Anyway. Colette says, silly boy, you don't even have to ask if we want a tutorial. I love saying yes. I'm the person that says, say yes. Say yes. Okay. Let me. Maybe this isn't the best place to hold it. Okay. Can you guys still hear me? Okay. So good. Okay, so I need to go through this yarn to organize it because I think I mentioned this before. On this side of the room here, under the window, I've got these drawers, and I keep my natural fibers over there as well as over here. So on either end of the room, I've got natural fibers, and I cleaned out those drawers, and I have room for natural fibers, and so this could potentially go in there. So let's go through this and take a look at all the things. I got to bring my table back over here. I like getting close to the camera. So this first bag here is, first of all, where are my manners? Who wants to look at some yarn? I'm just assuming that you guys are like all excited about looking at yarn and things. Maybe you guys just want to sit here and socialize. Maybe you don't want to look at the yarn. There's a question, Juan, how is mom doing? Mom is good. She's resting. I gave her Italian wedding soup for dinner. What else did I give her? I gave her Italian wedding soup, and I gave her something else. I forgot what it was. With the ginger ale. I gave her ginger ale too. So yes, not look at yarn, scandalized. Very, very nice. Colette says, I thought we already decided. Send me all your bougie yarn. I love that. In the bushes, hook in the tree of life. I love it. So good. Okay, so let's look at some yarn. All right. So here we have Barocco Medina. This here is 295 yards, 270 meters, 3.5 ounces at 100 grams. It doesn't really have a colorway name, but it's got color number 4763, and it's giving me all of those blue and purple vibes. Absolutely beautiful. Love that. So as you can see here, it's 37% cotton, 36% acrylic, 27% viscose. And they're suggesting a 4 millimeter US letter G. Very, very nice. 2 of those. And I got to tell you, the one thing that I don't like about donuts sometimes, maybe some of you guys could agree with me, they don't stay together. It's just not a neat look. More times than not, you get this, and you're having to like finagle with it. It's like falling off the. When I look at donuts, I almost do a side eye. I try to ignore the donuts when I'm in the yarn store, and I'm like, I like the yarn, but I don't like how it's wrapped. Sometimes that's a deciding factor for me. I will ignore the yarn because I know what I'm going to have to go through to get through it all, Anyway, let's go to squeeze that in there. Next, we have this yarn here. This one here was donated to me this was gifted to me by Sherry Astrahan. I recognize her handwriting. So we've got 2 hanks of this very vintage yarn made in Oklahoma. Like I said, that Oklahoma. Made in Oklahoma. And let's see. shepherdscross.com. Shepherd's Cross Incorporated. It's 100% pure homegrown alpaca. Wow, 100% alpaca, guys. So the colorway is rusty orange. It's 4 ounces or 125 grams, approximately 500 yards. And they're suggesting a number 2 or number 4 millimeter hook. So no larger than a US letter G. Very, very nice. Ouch. I elbowed my coffee cup twice already. I need to pay attention. Oh. Yes, alpaca is very soft. My hang up with this yarn, well, with any fingering weight yarn, is the fact that, like, for me, how like you hear our fellow members of the community say, my hands cramp up when I crochet for a long time, or if I knit for a long period of time, my hands get sore. The same applies to me. When I work with fingering weight yarn, sport weight yarn, fingering weight yarn, my hands cramp up so much. So digits 3, 4, and 5 here, all down and around here, get really, really crampy. But it only happens when I work with really, really thin yarn. And it's probably because I'm trying to hold on to the yarns like too tight. That's probably why. But anyway, that's my only hang up with really thin yarn, to be perfectly honest with you. My big hands holding the yarn really tight. Anyway, let's move on. Next, we have some kabasi yarn. This is kabasi yarn. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful yarn here. I'll show you why it's called kabasi yarn for those who don't know. Let me show you. Kabasi. So cotton, bamboo, silk. That's why it's called that. Kabasi yarn by Haiku. And let's flip this around so we can see the specs. So it's 55 cotton, 16 bamboo, 8% silk, 21% elastic nylon, 220 yards. And they're suggesting a 1 to a 4 needle. And it's machine wash, cold, dry, flat. So because of how thin this is, I mean, a number 1 to a number 4 needle, I wouldn't use anything larger than a 2.75 millimeter crochet hook if I'm crocheting with this. And because it's stretchy, sock yarn, I would use this for socks. So we have 3 in this colorway here. Love that. You've got the taupes and like the sagey greens. Absolutely gorgeous. Love that. And then we have these here, like the gray blues. Blue gray, gray blue. Absolutely stunning. I think it reads more gray than blue, if I'm being honest. Absolutely spectacular. You know, I looked online. What is the color of 1979, which is the year I was born? And can you believe it? The color for my birth year is a blue gray. Of all the colors, they decided on blue gray. That was a lowercase disappointment. I'm like, okay, blue gray, but like, that's nothing to write home about. It's blue gray. It reminds me of like the color of an elephant. I don't know. How many of you guys know the color of your birth year? And do you use that color? Are you excited about your birth year color? For me, I'm not excited about it. I'm actually disappointed. I wish it was purple. Crocheting Cat Lady says, I graduated high school in 1979. I love that. It could have been pink. You're right, Annie. It could have been pink. Thank goodness it isn't. I mean, I guess you're right. There are worser situations. I don't know about you, but I would not want to have pink as my birth year color. No, 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 no. Kitty says in 63, it's bright color. See, that's so much better than blue gray. I'll have to ask my mom, why was I not born in an earlier year? This is right, Dawn. It could have been pink. Blink. You're right. I'm thankful that it wasn't, though. Absolutely, for sure. Next, we've got some more. We have Taki yarns here. Your blank. Oh no. Oh no. 74, pale gold or brown yellow. Okay. And 53, the colors were drab. Oh my. Isn't 2026 color of the year white? Yes, it is. And it's this weird shade of white. Can you believe it or not? It's like this tinge of blue. It's all white, but then with like this little tint of blue. I don't know the official name of it, but when you look at it, it's white to me. It just looks white. And I'm still questioning whoever decided that, like, why? Okay, fine. White needs to have their flowers too. I get it. But like, if you're going to go white, just make it white. You know, why have any tint of any shade? Because then the other shades are complaining, like, why wasn't I included in that whole situation? Why did blue get the token pass to be in the white? You know what I mean? Jeremy's is red purple. I'm so jealous. Emerald is my birthstone. I love that, Rachel. It's called Cloud Dancer. Yeah. Erica, mine was dark purple. See? Anyway, I digress. Let's move on. So this next set of yarns here is from Taki Yarns. This here is 100% cotton. I love the mix of colors here. So we've got 2 donuts of Taki Yarns Ripple. And you can see why they're calling it Ripple, because you've got these little, you see how it goes thick and then thin? Thick and thin, thick and thin, and it's all throughout this entire donut. So Ripple, we've got this olive green. We have this ecru white. We have a slate gray. And black. I got to tell you guys, I love this color combo. I don't know what to make with, I don't know what I would make with this particular yarn, but I got to tell you, these colors, I'm vibing with these colors. I would do, in other yarns, of course, I'd probably make like a hat and a cowl. But this is cotton, so I'm not exactly sure. But anyway, Taki Yarns, 100% cotton. And each one of these donuts has, let's see, 142 yards. It's 1.75 ounces at 50 grams. A lot of yarn for such a little donut. And it's hand washed, lay flat to dry, which I never understood. It's 100% cotton. Why would it not be machine washable and dryable? But then I thought maybe because of the dye that's in the yarn. You know, with cotton and some of the natural fibers, I'm learning that the color adhesion to the fibers is different from fiber to fiber. And so maybe sending this cotton through the washing machine may dilute the actual vastness of the color. So instead of this vibrant olive, sending it through the washing machine may dull it down, which is probably why they're saying hand wash, lay flat to dry. It's giving you plaid colors. I love that. We love plaid. Our hands on some Taki Ripple yarn, right? So if it fails, it's like wah wah wah, you know. Maybe I'll do the project and then take the leftover yarns and send that through the washer. That's an idea. Shirley says, we are yarn addicts also. Please show the yarn. Yes, I got you. We are seeing all of the yarn. All right, next we have, what is this? This here is, this might be local to me. I think this is. No, it's not. It's not local to me. So this is Coleraine Valley Yarns. Coleraine Valley Yarns, this beautiful, beautiful shade of purple. Absolutely gorgeous. It's hand wash. As you can see, the washing instructions there. Hand wash, lay flat to dry. And let's see, it's 50 grams. We've got 109 yards per donut. And they're suggesting a number 7 needle. So a 4.5 millimeter US number 7. So this could potentially pass for DK weight yarn. Does it say on here? The colorway is rich purple. It doesn't have the specifications on like the weight of the yarn, but based on what I'm looking at here, it's giving me DK weight vibes. Yeah, it looks like a DK weight. 3 of those. Rich purple. You know, there's something I haven't done yet on the channel that I'm itching to do. I am looking forward one of these days to making a DK weight hat. I haven't done one of those yet. Nope. I've done super bulky number 6. I've done bulky number 5. I've done worsted weight. Never a DK. So maybe that needs to be on the to-do list. I don't know, because there's a lot of people who use DK weight yarns, you know. I use DK weight yarns, but not as often as some people I know who crochet. Hi, Leslie. Welcome in. Welcome in. Next, we have Cascade Yarns Ultra Pima yarn. Look at that. It's giving rag yarn vibes. Super, super nice. It looks like 3 shades of brown with like whites. Hi, Rose. Hello. Rosa. There you go. I was going to say Rose Michelle. Wrong name. Let's look at that. Isn't that just yummy? So good. And it is very, very soft for a cotton yarn. Wow. So I'm assuming the reason why it's called Quattro is because there's 4 different colors in this yarn. So you've got a cream. I'm holding it still. You've got a cream. You've got like a tan, a brown, and like a deep dark brown. There's four different colors ran together there. So good. And there's a bunch of hanks in here. Maybe a summer tank top. Simple stitches. Let the yarn do all the talking. Make it for like a summer top. It's 100% cotton. I wouldn't want to, waste it for like a winter project. All right. Next, we have tweed yarn. This here is Taki Yarns Cotton Tweed. Cotton tweed. And it's got all these bits and bobs of different colors in there. You can sort of kind of see it. It's a little donut here. 50 grams. I think it's 50. It feels like a 50 gram. Yes, 50 grams. It's 1.75 ounces, 87 yards per donut. And they're suggesting a 4.5 US number 7 crochet hook. Same thing for a knitting needle, 4.5, number 7. Bunch of those, all in the same color. When I think cotton, I think warm weather wear or warm weather projects, if not something for the house, like a table runner or like placemats. If I'm making wearables with cotton, it's definitely for summer, for sure. Like wool, alpaca, all of those types of fibers for cooler weather. Even though you can make them for summer wear, I would prefer to use those fibers for like colder weather, and then cottons, all your different kinds of cotton blends, all of that for like, summer wear. Next, we've got 2 hanks of this. What is this? Look at that. So this is Lynette yarn. 70% linen, 30% Pima cotton, machine wash cold. They're calling it a sport weight number 2. Very, very nice. And although the color is pretty vibrant, I would imagine that if the dye was being used with other fibers, it would have come out a little more vibrant than this. So we've got 2 hanks of that. How many yards is in this? 380 yards of this sport weight number 2. Now, if I took both of these and ran them together, you would have a DK weight yarn. So 2 number 2s equal 3, 3 number 3s, or 2 number 3s equal 4. That's kind of how it goes for most cases. There are extenuating circumstances depending on the yarn. Some yarns have halos, some yarns do not. Next we have this. It's called Lang Karma yarn. This looks like a novelty yarn to me. Let's take a look. Ooh, look at that. It's got a nice shine to it. This, I would definitely make like a wrap with this. Hi, Ellen. Welcome in. Hi, Sabrosa. So this here is made in Italy. Color number 1095. It's 100 grams, 3.5 ounces. And this here is 42% cotton, 25% viscose, 25% acrylic, and 8% linen. So basically, it's got the kitchen sink in this little cake. Kitchen sink cake, 285 meters. And I would assume that because, yeah, this is like a sport weight number 2. It's like a number 2 weight. Very, very good. So this, oh, Trish, this isn't a donation. I'm going through my stash here. Yeah, I've shown the donated yarn early on. Yeah, I'm cleaning up my stash. I'm showing the yarn. Here I've got Vitalana yarn, Dusk by Knit Crate. And this one here is called Sanguine. The colorway is called Sanguine. It's 60%, 60% alpaca, 40% Suri alpaca. It's a DK weight yarn, 231 yards, hand wash gently, lay flat to dry, made in Peru. And they're suggesting a 4.5 to a 5.5 US letter I crochet hook. Absolutely gorgeous. Got 3 of those. I think what I'm going to do is, now that I'm looking at this, I'm going to separate my cotton yarn from my other fibers. And I'm going to put my other fibers in those drawers on this side of the room. And I'm going to put my cotton next door. Just because, to my surprise, I have quite a bit of this cotton yarn. Yeah. Next, I have, what is this? I don't know what this is. Oh, this is Noro yarn. This is Noro. So this is 30% silk, 70% cotton. And we've got, let's see, 108 meters per hank. And I have 3 of these. This wonderful, wonderful gray. What would you guys make with just 3 of these? Maybe a cotton hat? I don't know. It's giving me DK weight vibes. I probably could get away with making like a DK weight hat with this yarn. The fiber content for this yarn here is 30% silk, 70% cotton. And it looks like it's braided, doesn't it? It's like a braided yarn. They did such a nice job with braiding this yarn. Or a chalette or a cowl. That's a really great idea there too. Triangle scarf. Nice. I don't know if it's enough to crochet with to make like something substantial, but if I knit with this, I could probably take this quite far. Let's see. Next, we have some Madeline Tosh hand-dyed yarn. We love Madeline Tosh. Unfortunately, I know why I put this in the bag and completely forgot about it. First of all, let me just show you this yarn. This is Madeline Tosh yarn. Absolutely spectacular, and the lights in the room is just really amping this up. This is 100% silk. 100% silk. Hand wash, lay flat to dry. It feels like I'm touching the sky with this. It's so soft, so good. Yes, it's 100% mulberry silk. It's lace weight. This hank has 1,000 yards. 1,000 yards, guys. 914 meters. 1,000 yards. Why is this not locked up in a vault somewhere? I'll never know. Anyway, it's lace weight. You know the whole story about me and really thin yarns. If I decided to work with this, I would need to cake it up and run it with something else. But here's the thing, guys. I don't know if I want to sit here and cake up 1,000 yards of lace weight yarn. Do you know how long that would take me? I mean, it would be so thin that I wouldn't be able to make sense of what the heck was even happening. It may be out of my league. This might end up on someone's doorstep. All right. Next, we have some Malabrigo yarn. This is Silky Merino. This is Malabrigo Silky Merino yarn. And this is called Cafe Dolce. Very, very nice. And this is a DK weight yarn, I believe. It's 51% silk, 49% merino wool, 150 yards, 50 grams, hand wash, lay flat to dry. So soft and squish. I need to put all my Malabrigo together. Yeah, I've got bits and bobs in different rooms. So I have some here, some in the yarn room, some over there, some in the box. I do need to see like what all I have. You know what I may do? I may pull all of like my Malabrigo yarn and put it in the china cabinet and replace it with, because right now I have Ice Yarn's favorite wool in the cabinet. I may trade that out and just put Malabrigo in there so I can physically see everything I have. Because the favorite wool comes in like a 4-pack. I can stack that in the yarn room and maybe conserve some space. Just an idea. Was trying to say that looks like a warm cup of cocoa, but in yarn form. Yeah, it does, right? So good. I'm almost finished. So here I have some more Kabasi yarn. We have cotton bamboo silk, except this is all in white. It's probably like ecru or linen or something. There's no name there for the color. But we've got 55 cotton, 16 bamboo, 8% silk, 21 elastic nylon, 440 yards. And so that's what it looks like there. Nothing much to look at when it comes to plain yarn, but all yarn is good yarn, right? Love it. Dye it. So if I were to dye it, I'd probably use dye that you shouldn't use, maybe. Actually, that's for acrylic yarns. Maybe Kool-Aid. I have heard of people dyeing yarn with Kool-Aid. Just saying. Next, we have this yarn here, and I remember putting this in this bag and saying to myself, no matter how I wrap this yarn will never stay neat. It will always be one of those sloppily handled yarns. Here's why. Let's open this up and look. Come on, Juan, get it open. Get it open. First of all, it's like string. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful, but it slips, it slides, it does all the things. And this is Barocco yarn. Oh, that tag is cut. Hold on. It's called Seduce. Barocco Seduce. And this here is 47% rayon, 25% linen, 17% silk, 11% nylon. And they're suggesting a 3.5 millimeter US letter E crochet hook. It's gorgeous yarn though, but it's super, super thin. I don't know how well you're able to see that, but there you have it. So anyway, what else? Last but not least, this is the last thing in here. It's Noro yarn. Noro. And this here is very, very busy. Love this yarn. You guys know me. I love busy, busy yarn. So it's 54% rayon, 36% silk, 5% cotton, 2% nylon. Very, very nice. Very busy. It looks like a caterpillar. I have to agree with you. It looks like one of those transitional situations where it's possibly getting ready to transition into like a cocoon, you know, a soon-to-be butterfly. Just saying. Anyway, let me move some of this. Okay. I didn't realize how neatly I had this yarn packed. I had it really like tightly packed in there. So before we wrap up, I just want to recap what I've covered in the beginning, just in case if you haven't been here. In the very beginning of our live stream today, I mentioned that I have replay treats for the viewership. 2 separate treats. One, if you are a subscriber to the channel. Doesn't matter if you're a member or not. Members are in green. If you're in gray, this still qualifies. You're still qualified for it. You just have to be publicly subscribed to the channel. And here it is. This entire bag. And feel free to watch the replay in the beginning. I don't want to pull this apart again, but if you want to see what's in this bag, then just watch the replay. I go through this very quickly, by the way. And the key word and everything for this is share. And you have to tell me like what yarn was your favorite out of this. And I'm drawing names tomorrow, so please watch. All right. And then for the members, this is the members treat. If you're interested in this box for the members, these treats in this box are for those who are in green. I need you guys to use the word member and tell me what yarn in this box was your favorite yarn. Okay? So you guys are actually helping me clear out some space. So that's kind of the reason why I needed to do it now. In past months, I've always waited until the end of the month to do something like this, but I want space. I want to clear out some space and maybe get some more yarns in here so I can do some more yarn haul videos. So I can't really do that right this very second because I'm making space. So anyway, guys, again, if you're interested, make sure you use the appropriate word. Tell me what yarn was your favorite. I'm going to draw names tomorrow. I'll do a separate little video telling you guys who the winners are tomorrow night. And then make sure you get back to me as soon as you can so that I can get this yarn out to you guys. Okay? So that's all I have for this live. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a wonderful week ahead. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Okay? Bye.